You have properly understood the question,
Yeah.
and you have properly answered it. I must appreciate.
No, I also know, as an extension to my answer, I have to tell you that I am a firm believer that budget is not decided by the director or the producer. The budget is
content decides it.
Budget is purely decided by the written word. So when you finish writing a script, you understand that this might entail this kind of money to be made. You have two decisions to make at that point. Either you drop it. You decide this is not going to be possible, so we are not going to make this. But if you select that script and decide to make it, then you have to go all out and do it justice. So I have to tell you that Mohanlal sir and I, the moment we finished the first narration of the script, both of us were very aware that something like this is unheard of in Malayalam in terms of the scale, the canvas, and everything.
That's what it is.
And I was half expecting sir to tell me, son, you have dreamt too big this time, so let us think of something else. But it is only because of his confidence. He is the one who told me, whatever you want, let's do this. It's only because of his confidence this film became possible. And every single penny that could be spent on making the film has been spent on making the film. Mohanlal sir and myself, we have not taken a single rupee from this film.
Fantastic. This is the width of comprehension you could draw from my question. You have answered it for almost for 3 minutes.
Like my trailer, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And another important question.
One more.
Yes, one more.
Okay.
One more. See, you have made Lucifer.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic run in all the languages. Even that was witnessed by Telugu people also in Malayalam version.
Yeah,
people loved it and liked it
thank you so
much.
Thank you so much.
Of course, all kudos to him.
Absolutely.
And now it is coming on a franchise model on the second part 2.
Yeah.
Was there any challenge for you as a director of the film to fabricate the second part, the line of the story, and evaluating his character, which was most loved by all the languages in the country?
Yeah.
Was there any challenge for you in the second part?
So I have to tell you that the second part of this franchise is not a sequel that was born out of the success of the first part. This was always envisioned as a 3-film franchise. We always had 3 films in mind to complete the story arc of this franchise. But the thing is, back in 2016, when my writer and myself first started conceiving the project, words like universe, franchise, part 1, part 2 and all were not very popular. When did Bahubali 1 release? 2006, correct. So even before Bahubali 1 released, we had started thinking of this film. So back then if I had gone and told my producer, this is actually a universe with 3 films, he was mad, So because it was not very usual. We knew that if the part 1 did not work, there was no point in us saying, actually, we have a part 2 and part 3. Nobody will want to make it, right? So we actually divulged information on this being a franchise only on the day we were celebrating the success of part 1.
Fantastic.
That is when we said, we actually have a part 2 and part 3. Having said that, part 1 was finished at a point where if a part 2 and part 3 does not happen, it is still okay. You show a film, you tell a complete story, and then you finally finish off the film saying the character you saw all this while has another identity, and the film finishes there.
Yes.
With part 2, we have taken a big risk. I'll tell you what.
Yes, correct.
Because at the end of part 2, we finished this film at a point where now we have to do part 3. Yeah. Because
Rajgar.